can match up with him without weakening our overall defense. You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
3rd and 2, Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. Back deep for the Bengals, Adam Jones. Jones on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bengals take possession. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there at 22. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brian Cushing coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. 2nd down, Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. Underneath, this is Bernard. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
2nd and 10, Dalton once more. Trying to get it to LaFell, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. He's got daylight. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. He's at the 30. For a Cincinnati score. Adam Jones taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2, they convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Now Watson, and he's got the completion to Hopkins. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Let's go!
A first down carry now for Miller. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Again, it's Miller. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Watson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight. Here's Shane Leckler now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Passing again. Dalton on second and 10. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. J.J. Watt in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Throwing on third and long. Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Texans take possession. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up? I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Flush to his right. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They find some open field here. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
But he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run it again with Miller. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Dalton throwing on second down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. DJ Reader in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On first down, Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Johnson in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Watson now on second down. And he's got it over the middle. Fedorowicz. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Back to throw, Watson. Flushed out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. To throw on second is Watson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Here's Watson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And Novak's kick is good. And it's now 13-8. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And an alley to run. This will be taken very short. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Second half begins with a run from Miller. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 54 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
After the interception, here's Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. On second down, here's Miller. And some room to roam now. The 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Novak out now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Looking to throw on second down. Dalton forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 22 on that one. And the Bengals are going to have a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. From midfield here, Dalton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And now out comes Houston. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
All right, partner, let's go back over the last couple of plays. Sack, loss of yards on a running play. Not exactly the sequence that an offensive coordinator gets comfortable with when calling plays.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt, fights loose and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. He hits more. And the fake will work. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they... get the score. Now the backup, A.J. McCarron. To the left side here for Eifert. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Whitney Merciless in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now McCarron, he's got to have this one. Dancing to his left. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Watson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? To throw is Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by George Iloka. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Caught Eifert over the middle. And now a fumble. The ball's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Back to the air on second down. It's McCarron. On the screen, Bernard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed to get.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Andre Howe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh? And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now it's Watson, and he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Shane Leckler now, on presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. Time for a break. Here's Shane Leckler now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And he's able to get it out of there. This is a pretty good kick. Here's Jones. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They begin with a run by Miller. Finding room at the 30. And a cutback. Lamar Miller, 30. 10, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 83 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Novak out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And a right side completion here by LaFell. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Now here's McCarron on third. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. Watson, and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing now, Watson, and he's going to go down again. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Going to need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? The gun, Watson. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here we go. Red 38.
And they'll run for it with Miller. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Bengals will get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 30.
A.J. McCarron looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. Third down here. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. McCarron with one final try. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Cincinnati, good night, everybody.